48 hours. That is the time. The time your body has to build muscle after training. Are those 48 hours breaking your gains? If you are over 30, showing up consistently, and still not seeing what you should, the problem is not your effort. Nobody showed you what your body actually needs to respond. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what triggers muscle growth, when it happens, and what you have been doing every single week that has been silently working against you. If that landed, drop a like. It helps this reach more men who need it. Before we go in, tell me in the comments, do you train hard but feel like your body stopped responding the way it used to? Drop a yes or no. I want to know who this is hitting. Soreness. Here is what most men believe, that the tearing and soreness after a hard session is what signals the body to grow. The more destroyed you feel, the more you rebuild. That logic feels right. It feels earned, but it is not how your body works. When your muscle is under load, especially while it is being stretched under that load, like lowering a weight or descending from a pull-up, your muscle fiber physically deforms. It senses that tension, and that tension triggers a molecular signal telling your body to start building new protein. More protein, bigger fiber. That is hypertrophy, and that is the only thing worth chasing in that gym. The soreness you feel after a session? That is inflammation. Your body cleaning up damage. A repair signal, not a growth signal. Marathon runners feel destroyed after a race. They do not come back with bigger legs. Research from leading sports science institutions confirms muscle does not need to be torn to grow. It needs to be loaded with progressive, intentional tension. That is the trigger. Not the damage, not the soreness you have been wearing like a badge. If you have been measuring your session by how wrecked you feel the next morning, you have been chasing the wrong thing this whole time. But soreness was never where you were losing. The real problem is what happens in the hours after you leave. And most men have no idea the clock is already running. The window. After you train a muscle, your body enters a window of active protein synthesis, the actual building process. That window peaks around 24 hours after your session. By 48 hours, it is basically closed. Done. The crew packed up and left. Think about what that means. If you train your back on Monday and do not touch it again until next Monday, your muscles were building for 2 days. Then they sat there for 5 while you assumed the soreness meant something was still happening. It was not. Growth was over. What you felt Thursday was just your body finishing cleanup. The construction had already stopped. Training each muscle group twice a week is not just a preference. Studies suggest it nearly doubles the total time your muscles spend in an active growth state compared to once-a-week training. Not more damage, more timing. And this matters more after 30. Research shows that past your early 30s, your anabolic sensitivity shifts. You need more frequent, smarter stimulation to get the same signal from your body. One heavy session per week per muscle starts to stop being enough. Your body needs the reminder more often to keep building instead of slowly declining. You have been showing up consistently, but if you are only hitting each muscle once a week, you are getting 2 days of growth out of every 7. The other 5, your body is just waiting. And you think the problem is effort. Drop a comment. How many times a week are you currently hitting each muscle group? I want to see where most men are at. The descent. Now, the part of every rep most men completely ignore. The lowering. The descent. The part they rush through to count the next rep. Your muscles can handle around 40% more force on the way down than on the way up. When you lower slowly, your muscle is being stretched under tension at the same time. And that is where the growth signal fires hardest. Sports science research consistently shows the eccentric phase carries a disproportionate share of the hypertrophic stimulus in any given set. But most men treat the lowering like dead time. They drop the weight, release the pull-up, collapse to the bottom of the squat. Then they count the rep. The part they rushed, the 1 second they threw away on the way down, that was the rep. That was where the growth was. Every descent you rushed over the last year, that was the result you left in the gym. Not at home, not in the kitchen, right there, in under a second, on every single rep. 3 seconds down, every rep, every set. Not on special exercises, everything. That one adjustment restructures the quality of every session from this point forward without a single extra minute added. If you know a man training hard with nothing to show for it, share this video with him. That change alone might be the entire shift he needs. Recovery. This is the point most men do not want to hear, because it means the problem is not in the gym. It is at home, at night, in the hours they have been treating like they do not count. One bad night of sleep, just one, reduces muscle protein synthesis by 18%. Not a week of bad sleep, one night. 1 week of sleeping 5 to 6 hours drops your testosterone by 10 to 15%. That is the hormonal equivalent of aging 10 years in 7 days. Studies have compared two groups eating the same food, same calories, doing the same training. Only sleep quality differed. The group sleeping less lost significantly more muscle and significantly less fat. Same different body. You showed up to the gym this week. You were consistent, but you slept 5 hours 3 of those nights, scrolled until past midnight, and woke up already behind. Your body ran the math, and it did not add up. Your body does not grow during the session. It grows during the recovery. Sleep is not the supplement to your training. Sleep is the environment where your training actually becomes muscle. Without it, the signal fires and nothing gets built. You did the work, you triggered the response, and then you spent the next 6 hours quietly dismantling it without realizing it. Most men over 30 who feel like their body stopped responding are not training wrong. They are recovering wrong. The gym was never the problem. The 48 hours after the gym, how you sleep, what you eat, how often you come back, that is the whole game. Your muscles do not grow because they hurt. They grow because you loaded them, fed them, and had the discipline to get out of the way. Load the muscle right. Come back before that 48-hour window closes. Slow the descent to 3 seconds on every rep, and sleep like your results are built inside those hours, because they are. What is the one point from this video that hit you hardest? Drop it in the comments. I read everyone. If this helped, share it with a man who is working hard and not getting what he deserves. And subscribe if you want to keep understanding your body at this level. God bless you and see you next time.